Sunday morning. Sunday morning geoengineering, brought to you by the Military Industrial Complex. Batteries not included. Price and participation may vary, limited time offer. Solely directed sees over details, only terms of planners gives, but I got corporate nonsense. The legalese. Criminals run this system and they spray the skies, creating clouds in disguise. Weather modification, geoengineering, solar radiation management, global dimming. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our karma, as we forgive the karma of others. Lead us not into temptation, deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Re. We're going to read chapter 9, Foreseen Beyond Time. By St. Clair, Michael St. Clair. This chapter 9 starts off with part of this book here, a line quote from Michael St. Clair, the author of the book. The first step is the last step. First step is the last step. No civilization is conquered from outside unless it has been rotting long enough from inside. Techno-spirituality is to know how to follow the bright light with a capital L. Chapter 10, Foreseen Beyond Time. First soul contact. Spiral ritual, spiritual, respiration, inspiration, perspiration, expiration. Everyone's got an expiration date. The grand hall of Shillon was silent, and it seemed as if 800 years echoed within the presence of the advanced souls who had designed the Celtic fortress. A timeless stillness permeated the stone walls. Carrie Cassidy and the Master of the Light sat peacefully talking at the visionary windows looking out onto the lake. Take me beyond 2012. What scenarios do you foresee for the 21st century? I know you relate the condition of the new mind to the future of first soul contact. The 13th consciousness activation phase, beginning in 2013, opens a window of wisdom beyond any teaching. Tao excluded, as it encompasses all living organisms in the cosmos. He began to outline. The seekers who share their knowing are noble by virtue of their open-ended quest for the truth. and as they respect their own evolution of assimilating new concepts. Always honoring universal or cosmic intelligence much more than the mere indoctrination or conditioning part of any system, method, or teaching of any kind and of any source. Some rare teachings, however, came from beyond the space-time continuum and can serve as guidance. The Tao, is one. The concepts shown by the wingmakers are another one. The ideas shown by the Master of the Light are worth looking into when applied properly. Jiddu Krishnamurti taught action without thought. These are, however, not teachings per se. They are pointers in a different or untried direction, timeless, so as to help a seeker to see anew, which is what Aries Uranus would suggest we do by 2012, activating our own time travel ability as a living technology from within our own third eye. There will soon be an irrefutable explanation for and scientific discovery of the human soul, and of uncovering what this means for all of us, sometime between 2024 and 2048. There will come with it the realization that we are quantum fields within quantum fields, able to see and connect willingly with the guidance of cosmic intelligence. Some of us are testing this out and have done so for a few years already. Yes, some of us are involved in highly advanced and discrete projects beyond the clearance level of classified materials available. Heads of state are, by virtue of their lower level jobs, underneath this clearance level. It is a monumental master type event of which mankind has been dreaming for many millennia. To be able to take our proper space in the bigger scheme of things and to act as miniature creators within creation itself. As Jupiter will meet Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn in December 2020, we will see how far we have progressed in this realization of reincarnated truth. The next checkpoint is in 2048. Some researchers see the discovery associated with the arrival of time travel as more likely by 2060 or 2080. But I am of a more optimistic spirit, as some of us have already found out for ourselves how close we are to the thinning veils and new passageways ahead. We have seen the opening doorways of the soul and have visited other invisible worlds of higher frequencies, while some of us have actually journeyed to the alternative Earth planets. This will show us that mankind is not an isolated or coincidental experiment of creation, but rather part of an amazingly multifaceted and diverse coordination of intelligent and guided life. One that spans multiple universes and many more dimensions and warp spaces than we can fathom right now. But we will be able to experience all of it very soon, minus the mental conditioning, minus the greed, and most importantly, minus the secrecy. What does first contact mean, in your opinion? First contact means hand or first soul first-hand or first soul experience. The old brain thought structures and belief systems, thought and belief are fear-based. Thinking and belief will try to create walls around the new knowledge we will gain. The unknown will tend to scare established systems. But like the scarab of the Egyptians, we, the more adventurous ones, will move the knowing forward and use it well. The collective voyage of the seekers undergoes massive changes following the discovery of the integrated and newer sciences, such as our true cosmology, a new mathematics, the particle physics, and a new molecular biology, as they will soon begin to completely restructure the planetary institutions of society, religion, government, philosophy, education, and culture. Our friends from deep space have been patiently waiting for millennia for us to catch up with them. We will indeed experience the benefits of orgone energy, of time travel, teleportation, anti-gravity, and much more to come. All these developments are overdue when Pluto traverses the transpersonal signs of the zodiac, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. By 2048, the impulse for change will be self-generated and possibly quite violent. Should progress for mankind have been hemmed in by the hostile alien presence. By 2048, the impulse for change will be self-generated and quite possibly quite violent. Should progress for mankind have been hemmed in by the hostile alien presence. The desire is to break out, and break out we will. The discoveries that await us, and that we have been working for and evolving towards for at least the past 12,000 years since Atlantis vanished, will change the destiny of this space vessel, the Earth itself, for the better and forever. However, before we get to this, we have some house cleaning to attend to, which entails disconnecting certain human-cloned government structures from their alien handlers. Until then, many readjustments are needed. The knowing was here all along, since Cosmos is a living library, and it is not really new. During this important time, the knowledge will be rediscovered and then applied in functional ways. This can be very exciting or deeply frightening, right? Depending on how evolved we are, yes. Going through some of the relevant checkpoints in the galactic clock, we see certain dates that stand out. When reality meets surrealism in 2025 to 2026 during the conjunction of Saturn and Neptune at the cusp of Pisces and Aries, we will meet the soul makers. A cycle ends, a new one opens. The place of action in this meeting between the planets ruling the real and unreal is in the cusp zone from Pisces to Aries, the 12th and first sign of the zodiac, or the slice in the heavens known as the Alpha and the Omega, where eternal wisdom comes from. Zen masters see this as the point where merger and unity take place. Oneness comes there from experience of having seen and done it well. We want to stay absolutely non-aligned to systems or methods of spirituality, so as to be able to move with intellectual fluidity like dolphins in water when the new mind awakens, and it is about to awaken, as we will see soon. Even this advanced kind of new mind astrology is now undergoing massive changes, and upgrades are due. The blessings of Pisces are intelligent and distant compassion coupled to enlightened belief. Pisces says to its fellow time travelers, "I see you there then, when you have also grasped it. Meanwhile, I love you all." Neptune, the planet ruling Pisces, dreams, psychism, and inspirations, sails through the sign it holds sway over from February 2012 to March 2025, definitely dissolving the boundaries of thought and preparing an inauguration or passage of zones of time into the unseen realms of techno-spirituality. What do you mean by techno-spirituality? We will leave off there and find out next time what is meant by techno-spirituality. Foreseen beyond time.